walk past anything and leave it in its normal place? This was a new departure for us, to attempt something where we infiltrated an existing TV programme. We set up a bogus relative with the help of your father. Your own family tree. You fell for that, didn't you?
Completely.
So we have this idea that Jeff, our actor, is suddenly an instant cousin of Eric's, and that helped to a certain extent, and you'll see the strange goings-on. The other thing didn't quite work the way we planned, because there is a surprise in a box of something very valuable. How many times, without giving the secret away, how many times have you actually come across that item?
In 12 years, just one item of this nature in 12 years.
Right. Now, there's a bit of an argument about the value of it, but we have to actually give in to Eric's judgment in this matter. It was quite an interesting little conversation. You were very patient.
Yeah, well, we're trained in the Antiques Roadshow, you know, we're very diplomatic.
Yes.
We're very diplomatic.
Yes, right. Well, we are now going to... He does say rubbish at one point.
I'd like to stress that is the only time in 12 years I've ever used the word rubbish on the Antiques Roadshow.
So we're first in more ways than one. We're going to Rochdale Town Hall, where we infiltrated the Antiques Roadshow set, where these are genuine members of the public there who have brought along items to be valued. But the key factor is a dodgy bloke with a ponytail and our actor who's about to ingratiate himself with Eric.
We're the next contestant. Well, how are you doing?
Not bad. The thing I wanted to mention was that I think we're related.
Really, my father's never confessed anything to me. Are we related?
Well,
tell me where. Where are we related?
I've come across a family tree, which I've sort of copied out part of.
That's my grandmother.
That's right.
That's my grandfather. That's my mother and father.
And that's you.
That's me.
And that's me. Let me get this right. You're... this is...
I've appeared on somebody's family tree, George. All I can say is I'm pleased who you are, and you're not some lady there holding a baby. You know, I mean, that would be a little bit too much for me, you know.
No paternity suit.
No. How interesting.
So we're distant cousins.
Well. Put it there, cousin.
There you go, cousin. Yes. Wow.
Good stuff. Yeah, no, my father doesn't owe you any money, does he?
No, there's no debts. There's no debts as far as I know.
Okay, now we've got that bit out of the way.
But of course, I expect very good valuations on.
Absolutely,
I mean,
best here.
you know, the inside
Yes.
track. Well, that's the first. No, that's.
Right. Well, somebody loves that.
That is actually from my grandmother.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's in Spelter. It's poor man's bronze, if you will. But if we're related, that makes sense in our family.
All
right. Okay. It's probably worth all of around about £10, something like that. I mean, the poor girl's really, you know, she needs major surgery. What else have we got?
As far as I know, they're marble. And I was told Napoleonic.
George, alabaster or marble?
They're actually moulded, isn't it?
They are, aren't they? They are
so
moulded.
not
It's reconstituted. Value, difficult to say, but I would have thought less than £100, but more than 50.
That's not such good news.
Oh dear. Oh right.
I'm not related. I mean, for insurance, you wouldn't say any more.
Well, I mean, the problem is where you're going to replace them. I mean, it may well be that you'd have to insure them for, I don't know, maybe for a couple of £100.
Oh, right. Now, another thing, which is, it's not my taste, it's my wife's taste. To be honest with you, I'm thinking of buying it for her. It's from a friend. But we've sort of agreed. But I thought, well, it's a good opportunity to bring it round. I don't know what you'd say it is, but
Well, I hope it is.
It's not something that appeals to me, so I've no idea. Of a friend, you know, I was introduced to her, and who's I think a bit of a dealer, you know, and he sort of showed it to my wife, and she loves it. But...
Well, I can understand that. I mean, you've seen the mark on the base.
I haven't really looked at it. She just said, well, take it along and...
What you've brought in is a piece of Tiffany glass, which I would have hoped for.
See, I don't know a lot about Tiffany. I mean, there's the film with Audrey Hepburn.
Oh no, it's nothing to do with Breakfast at Tiffany's.
It's nothing to do with the jeweler.
And the jeweler was his father. Let me get Barbara over here. I must show this Barbara.
Well, I should get the Eddie, who's the man who's in fact it still is.
Right.
You know.
Well, hang on a sec. Well,
I don't know if he's around.
I must get Barbara to have a look at this. Barbara.
No, come on.
No.
Just have a look at it.
No, just...
Well, that's what I'm
no,
wondering. I've just stopped my head. I thought, Tiffany. But there are some... I have to...
No, it's
I have to...
too heavy.
I have to
sit down
admit...
here.
What have you told him so far?
Just that it's yours and that we're thinking of buying it. You know, that Mary likes it.
This is what worried me. Look,
Yeah.
you see this?
Sort of put on iridescence.
Yeah.
I
Right.
think.
Come and have a sit down.
This is Eddie Clark.
Hello, Eddie
No,
Clark.
I really...
So come on.
All
Well,
right. Just tell me, because my first reaction when I saw it was that it was right, but I've just been looking at it.
Did you
And
pay a
there's
lot for it?
I did. I swapped it for a barge in Rotterdam 3 weeks ago. And
You swapped it for a barge.
well, not really. It had a
Never,
hole in the bottom. Actually,
Never
I
ever
thought I got a good deal.
No, you would normally have a padlock
you've been
there.
handling so
He
much
told me and Mary.
Yes.
They
haven't got this. They haven't got this
from that
particular shape.
No, sorry, Jeff.
No, you definitely
Now, you're thinking of something else. I got it in Rotterdam.
Okay. Well, we can. I'll go into a bit more detail for you, because as you're dealing with one of my relations here.
I mean, I was really... I was hoping he was going to give me $900 for it.
Well, I don't want to get involved in a deal here, boys. No.
I can't.
Dollars, not sterling.
But he said it's not genuine.
I think that's worth $900.
Good. That's all that matters.
That's what I think.
But if it was real.
Well, I mean, you can buy a Tiffany vase for, for a couple of £100. You don't have to. It's got a magic name, but it's not.
Yeah.
There's certain types of
So you're
Tiffany.
the expert by looking.
Well, I tell you, you need a lot of humility in my job. I mean, my first reaction was that looks all right. My second reaction was the thing I don't like was the control of that iridescence.
I didn't like that either. I told you I didn't like the iridescence.
I mean, you never mentioned iridescence. You never mentioned Rotterdam.
It doesn't look very nice.
Never
does it?
mentioned.
What about the pear?
You got a pair of them, have you?
I got the other one. I got it here.
You never mentioned a pair to me.
Oh yeah, well I was just being a bit cautious.
Let's have a look at the other one.
I got
Let's
the
have a
other
look at
one. It's Eric. That's your very own got your Oscar. Now, is that genuine?
I think I've been had. God, dear me. I don't believe it.
Can I
Did you know about this?
Eric, Barbara, Eric. There's one very important thing about this. We've got you with a got your Oscar,
Yes.
but this is totally genuine, and we've been told it's worth £10,000.
Rubbish. That isn't. If that's worth £10,000, I'll swim the channel with that Brangwyn table strapped to my back.
You've got to clear this bit up. What was the value? Because we thought, it really was incredibly valuable.
Yeah, it was one of those objects probably worth about a couple of £1,000s. It was right, but I'm pretty sure that it was made on a Friday afternoon and they were trying to get out to the pub pretty quick before they finished it.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Eric Knowles. Eric, you're...
Got your Oscar.